Lucerne is one of the most visited and beloved tourist cities in Switzerland, known for its stunning scenery and rich history. Nestled between snow-capped mountains and the crystal-clear Lake Lucerne, this city is a perfect blend of natural beauty and cultural charm. At the heart of this beautiful city lies one of Switzerland's most iconic landmarks, the ChapelBridge, known in German as Kapellbrücke. This is not just any bridge. Kapellbrücke is the oldest wooden covered bridge in the world, built over 600 years ago in the 14th century. It stretches across the Reuss River, connecting Lucerne's old town to the rest of the city. As you walk across, you'll notice a series of unique triangular paintings under the roof. These 17th century artworks tell stories from Lucerne's history, giving life and meaning to every step you take. Built in 1333, the bridge originally served as part of Lucerne's fortification system. Designed to protect the city from attacks and connect the old town on the right bank of the Reuss River with the new town on the left. Its strategic position allowed it to act as both a pedestrian walkway and a defensive structure during medieval times. Measuring about 204 meters long, it is the oldest wooden covered bridge in Europe and the oldest surviving truss bridge in the world. What makes this bridge truly unique is the series of interior paintings added in the 17th century. These paintings, mounted in triangular frames under the roof, illustrate scenes from Lucerne's history, including the lives of the city's patron saints, Saint Liudger and Saint Maurice. Originally, there were around 158 paintings, but many were lost over time. Today, the Kapellbrücke attracts visitors from all over the world who come daily to admire its unique architecture and historical significance. As a result, the city of Lucerne is always alive and busy with travelers, filled with the sounds of cameras clicking, footsteps crossing the bridge, and conversations in many different languages. Standing beside the bridge is the iconic Wasserturm, which is water tower, an octagonal structure that actually predates the bridge. Over the centuries, it has served many functions as a watchtower, prison, torture chamber, and city treasury. The ChapelBridge is not just a landmark. It is a living story, a cultural treasure, and a must-see destination for anyone visiting Switzerland. In August 1993, a tragic fire destroyed a large portion of the bridge and about 2/3 of its historic paintings. Fortunately, the bridge was painstakingly restored and reopened to the public in 1994, preserving its place in Swiss heritage. The bridge is fully wooden, crafted using traditional timber construction techniques of the time. It is built on a series of wooden supports that are anchored into the riverbed, showcasing remarkable medieval engineering that has withstood the test of time for over 600 years. To truly experience the soul of the ChapelBridge, you have to step onto it yourself. Feel the gentle creak of the wooden planks beneath your feet. Breathe in the scent of old timber and walk alongside fellow travelers from all around the world. As you cross, you're not just moving from one side of the river to the other. You're walking through centuries of history, surrounded by rustic charm, colorful flowers, and the hum of conversations in many different languages. It's this blend of sight, sound, and shared human presence that brings the bridge to life. Only by being there touching the wood, hearing the river flow beneath you, and watching the swans drift nearby, can you truly appreciate why Kapellbrücke continues to captivate hearts across generations? As you step onto the Chapel Bridge, close your eyes for a moment and let your imagination take you back 4 or 5 centuries. The air is cooler. The sounds are different. No cars, no phones, just the clip-clop of horses, the murmur of merchants, and the distant ringing of church bells. You're walking the same wooden planks that medieval townspeople once crossed, perhaps on their way to the market, or standing guard during times of unrest. The smell of old timber, the creak of every step, and the gentle sway of the structure transport you straight into the heart of medieval Lucerne. You can almost feel the weight of history in the air. Stories of knights, tradesmen, saints, and citizens echo through the bridge's beams. This isn't just a crossing. It's a living time capsule, a bridge not only between 2 sides of a river, but between past and present. To walk here is to taste the soul of old Europe, right in the heart of Switzerland. As you walk across the Chapel Bridge today, take a moment to reflect who else may have walked this very path centuries ago. Perhaps a royalist or nobleman, dressed in fine garments, stepped across this wooden span with a regal stride, his mind occupied with affairs of the court, diplomacy, or conquest. The way the bridge curves gently across the Reuss River, sheltered by its wooden roof and surrounded by the sounds of the city, feels almost like a ceremonial walkway. It's easy to imagine him pausing to admire the view of the Alps in the distance, or giving a nod to the guards stationed near the Wasserturm. With every footstep you take, you're not just a tourist. You're part of a centuries-old procession, walking where traders, monks, artists, soldiers, and perhaps even royalty once walked. There's a quiet magic here, a feeling that time hasn't quite moved on, and that the stories of the past still linger in the aged wood beneath your feet. One of the most valuable treasures of the Chapel Bridge lies not just in its wood, but in what hangs beneath its roof. A collection of remarkable old paintings. These triangular panels, painted in the 17th century, once told the proud story of Lucerne, its legends, battles, saints, and civic pride. Each painting served as a visual storyteller, guiding those who crossed the bridge through the city's rich and noble past. They were not just decorative, they were a historical archive, painted by local artists, depicting moments that shaped the soul of Lucerne. But sadly, in August 1993, tragedy struck. A devastating fire, believed to have been caused by a boat accident beneath the bridge, swept through the wooden structure. The flames destroyed a large part of the bridge and burned the majority of these original paintings. Only a few of the original artworks survived, now carefully preserved and displayed as a reminder of what was lost and what still remains. Their blackened frames and missing scenes silently tell the story of both glory and loss, making the Chapel Bridge not only a monument of beauty, but also a symbol of resilience. Where you stand, whether at one of the corners or from any angle along the riverbank, the Chapel Bridge radiates pride and majesty. Its rich wooden beams, weathered by centuries, stand firm and proud, telling a story of endurance and craftsmanship. The gentle curves of the bridge, framed by vibrant flowers and historic buildings, create a perfect harmony between nature and architecture. As sunlight filters through the wooden slats or reflects off the calm waters below, the bridge seems to glow with a warm, golden light. From every perspective, the Kapellbrücke reveals a new detail, a new layer of history. Whether it's the intricate carvings on its beams, the silhouette of the Wasserturm rising beside it, or the bustling life of people crossing it. This bridge is not just a structure, it's a living monument that stands tall with elegance and grace, proudly holding its place as one of Lucerne's most treasured symbols.